I'm Anthony Coleman.
And I'm Ellis Baker.
And today we're going to talk about science.
Well, not really science, more like the father of chemistry.
Yes, Antoine Lavoisier.
Well, it's Lavoisier.
Test me, Ellis.
Anyway, Lavoisier was born August 26, 1743. He married a woman named Marie Anne Period. Anything about her?
Well, she was his lab partner, and she was very instrumental in most of his experiments, observatories, things of that nature. So she played a big part in his studies.
His studies also included, he discovered, well, didn't really discover, but he named hydrogen and nitrogen. He also stated that sulfur was not a compound, but actually an element, and also led people to discovering silicon. One of his main big contributions, besides the metric system, is that he stated that matter cannot change its mass, but it can change its form or shape.
And expanding on that, he kind of was the main people to kind of theorize the theory of the conservation of mass. And in this law, he kind of stated that no matter what you do to matter in an experiment, you'll have to have the same amount once you finish the experiment, give or take, depending on your environment or the elements you use. But if you have elements on one side of an equation, you have to end with the same amount because mass is not created or destroyed.
One of the books he wrote didn't really contribute to chemistry, but it was called Booklets, Chemical and Physical. It just talked about food shortages and cattle and how they can expand on that during the time that they were living in.
And the book that he did write on chemistry, it was one book he wrote. Well, first off, he figured that he was going to end up dying because he lived during the Reign of Terror, which was a bad time to live in France because of all the chaos and corruption in the government and the Jacobins and everything happening there. So he figured that he could die at any moment. So he decided to put all his ideas and theories into a book so that later scientists could take his work and kind of expand on it, and which led to the atomic theories of today.
Expanding on the time period, which is the reason why he died, was because during the Reign of Terror, Robespierre basically branded him as a traitor, so he was tried, convicted, and guillotined on the same day, which was May 8th, 1794. For his works, he didn't really win any medals, but he did have one named after him called Lavoisier.
Again, I'm Anthony Coleman.
I'm Ellis Baker.
Thank you for watching our presentation.